Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a long time. Apologies for that. I hope you've had a good Christmas and a good New Year. Today's video is going to be about basically when you get promoted, as we have just done now with Malaga, and I got the top as well. Everything we're matching. When you get promoted, how to survive in the top division, how to use your money, like who to get rid of, maybe who to sign, who to keep, all that good stuff. Who's good enough for the top league, etc., etc., etc. So, first of all, I'm just going to show you a little bit about the season we've just had. So, we won the Smart Bank in Spain. But a really good end to the season. We had a really good season, to be honest. We beat Atletico Madrid in the cup as well, 1-0, which was nice. We actually deserved that win too. But then we got beat by Vallecano in the second, in the fifth round, not the second round, the fifth round. Got some very good potential in the squad. I've signed a few players, not many, but I've signed a few. These aren't mine. He's not mine. From him downwards are mine. So these guys. So I've only spent like what 20k, 2 loans and the free just now. I've sold like 2.4ish of million just to get some wages off in players that weren't playing, and a little bit older players just to keep a better transfer budget for this year. We did get given, actually, just to show you guys quick, we did get given 4.29 million. Now our overall balance is low because we've got we had high wages last year, staff wages as well. Actually, there's not much money to be made in the Spanish second division. To be honest, there's not that much in the La Liga as well, unless you're the top 3 or top 2 teams. But what we should get is 38 million. But we should, in La Liga, what you get is you get half your TV right money up front, and then you get the other half spread out over the season. So it's quite nice, like an upfront payment. And obviously like installments as well. So that'd be nice. So the first thing that I do usually is, what I do is as well, is it's straight after the last game that I played. So it's like 3 days after the last game, yeah? 8th of June. So I thought I'd record this bit now. And then what I do usually is I clear my whole squad. So I'll go on this, I'll clear the entire selection, and then it'll obviously look like this. And then what I do is I go into tactics. The tactic that I'm playing, I'm playing this tactic on my stream save too. But what I'm doing is I'm trying to perfect it, so I'm using it offline as well. So what I usually do is, and I go into each position and I pick the players that are capable of playing in La Liga, or that I think are capable of playing in La Liga. Obviously, my goalkeeper Danny Martin is on loan from Real Betis, right? And I don't think there's any chance of getting him. He's too expensive, and also they're not going to let me reloan him. So for now, I can't use him. I'm going to have to look for a keeper. So that's one position that I need. Right back, Ismael Casas. He's a Malaga born and bred. As you can see with the shirt he's got on, he's good. I mean, he's lacking in a few areas, like technically maybe, but he's all round good. He had a fantastic season. He's got good potential. There's no reason why he can't make it in La Liga. So he's going to be my right back. Centre back. This could be a problem, actually. We've got Wande, who is... I mean, I'll click on the players individually, actually, instead, because you guys maybe can't see them. Wande, again, I think he's from Malaga, or he's... Yeah, he's from Malaga, too. They've got a lot of homegrown players in Malaga. It's a nice little save if any of you guys want to do it. But yeah, he's not bad. He's not fantastic. He's 6'1", but 13, his physicals are a little bit lacking. I could probably get away with him for this season. In fact, I probably know I can, because on my stream save I'm FC Andorra, and I had these guys at the back. Villanova, I had this guy at the back in La Liga, and he did really well for a few seasons. And he's not much different, is he? And I also had Roger Riera at the centre back side of him. Yeah, there you go. And he's pretty much like, he may be a little bit better than them both, but again, they're fine for La Liga. So if you've got any if you've done any other saves where you understand who could be good enough, or if you're looking at, if you don't know, these sort of players you can get away with if the tactics sorted. What you want when you're going up into the top division, you need mental attributes over everything else. So yeah, physicals are massively important, technicals are massively important, but mentals for me, apologies guys, I can't stop coughing. Mental attributes for me are the most important when you first go up, because you are naturally going to be lacking in technical stats, right? Because you're a promoted team. You might not be lacking in physical stats. Hopefully you've got them. It's a nice little bonus, but mental ones are the best. So you don't want people with low work rate, really. If they're good in other areas, you might be able to get away with it, but not too many players in a team. Try and get good work rate, good teamwork, good decision making, good concentration, anticipation, all those ones, and you'll at least not get relegated. Is what I would say. Obviously, your tactics got to be coherent and all that good stuff, but yeah, there are all little things that come into it. If you guys have just been promoted and you want to send me your team that you've got or whatever, or you want to let me know, Lewis, I think I should get rid of this guy, or will this guy cut it? Just send me a screenshot in the comment section with a link, and I'll check it out and I'll reply to your comment. I usually like spend a couple of hours looking at comments if people leave them on a video. I say a couple of hours, it's not a couple of hours, like an hour, if that. But yeah, I do like replying. It's good. It's good. It means I help you out even further, right? If I've not covered something in the video, because sometimes you forget, then yeah, that's a. So these two are going to be fine. At the minute, I'm only looking for a goalkeeper, right? My left centre back, Gassim McNulty, he's nailed on. This guy's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. He's physically good, mentally good. He's only 19 too. He starts at Wolfsburg, if any of you guys want to check him out. But he did start at Real Betis. I got him on loan in January this year, and he was fantastic. So what I did is I managed to get an optional future fee of 2.4 million the first time I loaned him. And I couldn't quite afford him because I didn't want to spend half the budget on one player, right? Because I've only got 4.3, right? I didn't want to spend more than half on McNulty. So what I did was I renewed his loan for this coming season, and I kept the 2.4. I have to play him as a ball playing defender, which is not ideal, but I'm doing it anyway just to make sure he doesn't get recalled, because it's a short-term loss for a long-term gain. So I'm making a sacrifice in that respect. But yeah, 2.4 million. I'm going to pick him up at the end of the season, or even in January. And yeah, so McNulty's one I'm going to keep. He's fantastic. Left back, Brian Coufret. He's on loan from Mallorca. He's not bad. Again, physically good, mentally very good. Had a bit of a weird season. He was like, I think his mentality is really bad. In terms of he was always apprehensive and nervous. So I don't really want him. He's not bad, but I don't really want him. I could get him for quite cheap, I imagine, as well. I don't think I do want him, but let me just see what I would have to pay. It might be worth it if it's 500k. Nah, they want in like 2 million. No chance. No chance. So yeah, he's not there. We have got Jimenez, who actually starts here. But again, not sold on him. He might be a good backup. I could probably get away with him. I probably could. You won't get relegated with him, but I'm aiming higher than just not being relegated. So if you're a sort of person that's just new to getting promoted, or you're new to the game, or you're not sure, you will get away with him. You will get away with him. He's not really got any downsides apart from his composure's a little bit low. Maybe he's passing, but it's not bad. 12s and 13s in the right areas are usually things that you're looking for in this level. Again, he played as a backup to Coufret, but yeah, if I need to, I'll play him. But yeah, I'm looking for someone a bit better. In DM we have right. This is a difficult one because I've got Luis Munoz, right, who's clearly very good. He starts at Malaga too. Don't know if he's there's got a lot of academy players at Malaga, and I would like to play him, but they have a homegrown DM, Quintana, who I like. Again, 20, another one from the Malaga academy, and I want to play him because one of the reasons why I started this save is Malaga have a lot of good youngsters, and I want to get them all in. So Munoz is a good backup. I could put Munoz there, but I could probably put Munoz there, to be honest. I think it'll be a toss-up between Wande and Munoz, but like I said, I could put him there. I've got good options. So right now I'm fine for all positions apart from maybe left back. I'll take him out just so we can have a look. And then Enriquez 100% again, another Malaguista? I don't know how. I think he's Malaguista. But yeah, he's from there. He's very good. Last season he got 13 goals in the central midfield attack role. I'm working on his attacking movement, I think, to try and get him into the box a bit more. He's good decision making, good off the ball, good anticipation. He does arrive in the box quite well, and I think I'm going to learn him a new trait as well. Gets into the box whenever possible. Should help him out even more. But yeah, he's definitely going to be in the team. And then in central midfield support again, I've got okay. So I could get Ishmael Gutierrez. He's on loan from Atletico Madrid, and I only have to pay 300k. So I think I'm going to turn that into a permanent transfer. He has got a bit too low work rate for my liking. His stamina's a little bit low, but for 300k for a homegrown Spaniard, I think I'm going to do it. Because I think he's got a lot of potential. He does say he has. And I think if I can get him more game time, he might just all of a sudden just burst out of nowhere and turn into a really good player. But I don't think he's going to start. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. He might do. I might just throw him in. He's not the best, but he will be good. And then we also signed this guy on a free, right? Valakari. Just brought him in. He's fantastic. He literally was released. I don't know who. Paphos. Look out for him. He got released. I imagine, because they're from Cyprus, I don't know if they're that good. I mean, they've got some decent players. I imagine he was too good for them and wouldn't renew. But yeah, he's just one of the guys that you should be looking at, really. If you just got promoted in any division, he'd do well in the Bundesliga, La Liga, Premier League, Serie A, French League. He's got perfect traits as well. He's 6'2", so he's got height. He's just got a bit of everything, really. And yeah, he's going to be one of my central midfielders. If I really want, I could play him up front as a deep line forward. Like I actually could do that. Just realised then, looking at it, I'd never thought about that. But I am going to be playing with a deep line forward, I think. So yeah, he could do that because he's 6'2" as well. Again, options. You want options. You want, if you have a bit of an injury crisis, you want to make sure that you can sort that out. So yeah, Valakari. Got Valakari on a free, so it didn't cost literally. It cost agent fees and whatever. We've got Gutierrez. So we probably need another midfielder, maybe. Probably not. In fact, I think I'm all right. What we have to do is, with only 4 million, like if you get promoted to the Premier League, you're watching this video and you've just been promoted to the Premier League, then you have a lot more money than me. So it should be easier for you, right? So the players that I'm looking at, you could probably look at a little bit better ones. And I'll probably go for a few of those. This video as well is going to be broken down. So after I've done this like sort of intro part and I'm waffling a little bit, I'll cut it shorter. But I'm going to like skip ahead a little bit, and I'll be back, etc., etc. So there's cuts in the video, that's what I'm doing. Right wing, we have Larrubia again, another Malagista, whatever. Work rate a little bit low, but technically fantastic. He's a little bit David Silva-like. I might be a bit harsh on David Silva because David Silva worked very hard, but this guy is he's classy. Very, very classy. He's got a lot of good shots last year. Good long shots. He took our corners. Got a few assists. But yeah, he's on the up. His value's going up. Again, he's got good potential, and he's from Malaga too. So he's going to be playing on the right wing as an inverted winger. He just gets to come inside and do his thing. What usually happens is he comes inside and either plays it into his feet, and then he turns around and plays it to him, or he turns around and plays it to this guy on rushing. But yeah, we've got a good little setup going, I think. Left wing, I think we need a left winger. We do need a left winger. Brandon Thomas, he's not good enough. You might be thinking, why is he not good enough, Lewis? Main reason is his composure, his decision making. I could probably get away with him, but he'll be one of your weakest players. If you're looking at that and thinking, is he good enough? No, he's probably not. He'll not get an above average 7 rating. He won't. So for a backup, he's all right. If in need, and I probably will keep him unless I get some offers because he's worth 3 to 4 million. So yeah, I might actively try and sell him. Jairo is the same. He's a little bit better, to be honest, and I could probably get away with him. But I don't think he's going to be good enough. He's out of contract as well soon. I don't know if he's going to accept the contract actually. Will he accept it? Have I given him one? No, I haven't given him a contract. So I think I'm still deciding that because I've not been on this save for a few days. I was just trying to. So yeah, we need a central midfielder, a left back, a left winger, and we don't really need a striker. Robert Fernandez is playing as advanced forward. I don't know. He can switch between two. I like a deep line as well. He's got a lot of goals for us this year. Did Robert? 25 in 36. Fantastic player. I am working currently on his attacking movement to try and get his off the ball up. But yeah, even he could be trained onto the left wing as an inside forward, right? We've got options. He can play on both wings too. I think I'm gonna if someone comes up available who's really good, then I'll probably move him out wide. If a left winger that's good comes up, then I'll keep him there. So yeah, we'll see what goes on there. The squad will evolve as the video goes on, so make sure you keep watching. Yandro Fuchs, I've just got him on a trial. He's very good. He's more of a DM. I also looked at him because he can also play left back and right back. I'm not going to start him at either because obviously our right back's really good and our left back, I like to be left-footed to have balance. But I do like him. The only thing I worry about for some reason is he's a bit. No, I thought he would be. He's not. I thought he'd be like a dirty player with all cards. One red card last year worries me a little bit. A few good teams interested, to be honest, so we might not even be able to get him. And he does want a bit. He wants to be a regular starter and an important player. Let's see how much he wants. 14 grand. I don't really want to give him that. But yeah, and that's going to be the first part of the video, and then I'm going to come back every so often with a couple of minutes cuts in the video, and with updates to the squad and etc etc. And I'll show you how I found each player, all that stuff. Don't worry. So I'll be back in a second. Right, guys. So it looks like we've got our first target. I've not moved in terms of date, but Sekou Mara is a player that I like the look of. He's got, like I said, good mentals. It looks like he's got good physicals. Only 19 years old. 5.5k, which is the important part. He's going to be on loan. In Spain, you actually get, like, I think, is it an unlimited amount of loans? You can have a lot of loanees. So we're going to put an offer in for him, and I'll show you how I found him and how I do this usually. So they actually want me to use him as a certain role. I mean, I'm not against using him in that role, but can I maybe make him an important player? Now they want me to use him as advanced forward, right? So I'll put that in. We'll come back to it. We'll see if that's okay to do. I don't know if it is. I think it might be. Might be all right with that. What I could do actually. What I could do while the players are loading. I've got a lot of players loaded on this database. Basically, what I've done is literally all I've done is I put at most 27. I don't know why I put at most 27. I find like I usually like to sign younger players for sell-on value. I don't always have to be 21, 22 or younger, but I don't really like older than 27. I'll pick one up if they're free, but usually they cost a lot. So it's just like loanees, and what you do is with loanees, I put it on doubtful. A lot of most people will know that, but if you don't know, you can also put it because it starts on I think interested. You can change it to doubtful. There's different players that will actually come. And what I do, this is all I do. Literally, this is all I do. I'm not going to drag it out. You just click on the little, just hover over the little eye, and I get all the information I need, right? So I can see how good he is straight away, and if he's any good. Then I'll just check if his wages, 35k, can't get him, right? Because they're going to want all 35k. If you're not sure, go and have a check. I've just checked Fabio Silva in case they wanted me to, only wanted like 10% or something. Like sometimes you get lucky. They don't. They want 35k, and that is like more than my overall budget, right? It's 31. If I do find a lot of good loanees for the first season, because I do like to patch up the team sometimes with loans, because you have to do it, right, with 4 or 5, then I'll just move it across into the wage budget, and I'll get rid of the transfer budget. But yeah, that's how I do it. I literally just go down looking at these. I had a look at João Pedro too, but again, 30k, they wanted all that. That's all I do, literally just this. It's time consuming, but the more time you put in to finding players, the more points you'll get in the season, right? But yeah, that's the first player we've had a look at, and I just wanted to show you the way that I do it. I like Iglesias. I know he's got a low work rate, but he's young and Spanish, and if I can get him out of contract at some point, that'd be nice. 3 seasons, that's probably not. I'll keep him I'll keep him shortlisted because you never know. He might get on the transfer list for like 3-4 million in some point in the future, and I'll pick him up because he's either footed, good technically, and he fits into what I want. I want a full Spanish team eventually. But yeah, that's the first player I've had a look at. I'll come back with any others in different search engines, different search filters and stuff to show you what I do. But yeah, make sure you go down. Make sure you keep going down because that's what I'll be doing right now. Obviously, I'm not going to do it. The video will be 2 hours long. It'll be a stream. But yeah, that's what I do really. You can even put the position that you want in. But sometimes what you'll see is if you limit your filter too much, what will happen is you will filter people out that you didn't know was available, and maybe they could have played in a different position. And I like to have the whole options, and then I can sort it out myself if I want to retrain someone to a different position. Or so yeah, I don't really put position filters in because I like to retrain players. But if you don't, then stick a position in. So you're only looking at left backs, or you're only looking at right wingers, or whatever you want to do. But yeah, first of all, look at your loan market because it's basically a free player sometimes if you can get them on really low wages and they're good players from big clubs. But pretty much like Sekumara, right? Sekumara would be good for any newly promoted team. They only want 5k. It's nothing, is it? What's that? I could get 6 players worth of that, and that's even if I don't change my my transfer budget into the wage budget too. In fact, which I should do. I get an extra 16 doing that. It's probably not worth it, to be honest. I might have a look at see who's got the most sell-on value in my team, because sometimes that's another good thing as well. Another little tip for you guys: if you've got a player that's probably good enough for the first division, but you've not got a big wage budget, transfer budget, you might want to sell the player that's worth the most money, and then maybe you can find someone on loan at a similar quality, but you don't have to pay for him, but you've got your whole transfer budget from that player you've sold. So if I look at my team, value-wise, I've not really got massively high values, to be fair. This guy's only just joined, so I can't sell him. These guys are homegrown. I don't want to sell them. Yeah, like I said before, I might sell Brandon Thomas. I might look to sell Kevin as well. Yeah, there's a few that I might try and get rid of for a couple of mil if possible, just to give us a bit of extra wages. But yeah, the first place to look is the loan market, and then I'll be back in a second. Right, guys, so we are back, and we have made a few signings. So Arno Bodat is our goalkeeper this season. He cost us 1 million up front and then 1 million over 3 years. I think it's 3 years. He looks very good. Good kicking, good passing, reflexes. We'll sort his one-on-ones a little bit. Positioning's good. His mentals, like I said, is good. Concentration, anticipation. Looks like a solid goalkeeper, right? Can't complain. Can't complain at all. Like I said, you just want players really. What you're looking for, in a nutshell, are players that are just well-rounded. That's what you want. Quite good at everything. So he's going to go in the net. A left back, we've loaned in Adrien Truffet. I'm guessing it's Truffet because it's French, right? They don't usually say the T's, do they, at the end? So yeah, this guy, good passing. Again, good mentals. Just good all round. Like, there's not really got any. He's a bit small, I suppose, but so what? He's going to be our left back. He's basically come on a free. What we're going to work on, though, for him, we're going to work on his. I think what we should work on is potential. I don't know. We'll just leave him. I think we'll just leave him to grow naturally. And if he doesn't grow too much, which I sort of hope he doesn't, we might be able to get him on loan again next year. But if he grows to become like a really good player, then obviously Stade Rennais will take him back. He's fine anyway. He's gonna do a job for us. He's our left back this year. We did bring in Sekumara for the simple fact that yes, the Bordeaux do want him to play as an advanced forward, but he can get in behind quite well. He'll get faster. He's got good traits, and he's only on £5,000 a week, and he can play in both positions. Now, he might be a little bit weak than what we need. He might not start games for us, but he's a good option to have around, especially on a loan. But for right now, I think I'm going to stick him on the left wing. We'll see. But I think that's where he's going. We also made Ramon. Not Ramon. Wrong one. Where is he? Come on, show yourself. Ishmael Gutierrez. Right. Yeah, this guy. You saw him, right? I said I could sign him for 300k. I did do. I thought, why not? Spanish, homegrown, 5-star potential. And for right now, I think he's going to go into left central midfield. He's going to go right in here. So right now, we just need a left winger, really. And I've waited until July the 1st. I didn't want to spend all our budget because there's obviously free agents. And it's another set of loanees because loans end on the 30th. We've just got a few back as well. Not anybody worth talking about, really. I mean, we've got Ale Benitez, who's a right back. And yeah, he might be back up right back. He's not great at all, but he's fast. And he's a good Liga 2 player. Got some good pros in here. Add any cons. So I think he's just going to be our backup right back. Again, not what I'd want ideally, but he's not worth improving on him. It's just not worth improving on him. He's all right. He's fine. So he will be our backup right back this year. Shouldn't have to use him much because last year Casas was played in every single game but 3, which is fine. So, all we need now is a left winger. I was going to get Sulemana from, I think that's Stade Rennais as well. Yeah, I was going to get Sulemana. The thing that worried me about him is his stamina's not very good. His balance, concentration. It worried me that it would just like zone out of games sort of thing, and I don't need that. I need someone a bit better than that physically, mentally. He played 21 times off the bench for Stade Rennais, got 2 goals, which didn't really get given a chance. So I don't want to judge him on that, but I'm not saying we won't get him, but I did cancel a loan offer. But yeah, right now, that's looking like the team currently. And I'm not too dissatisfied by it, to be honest. If we can bring someone in that's better, we did renew Gyro his contract. He's now worth a fair bit, so I'm glad I did that because he was running out of contract like now. He's going to be on the bench probably. He's a good little option. Valakari again, a good option. Munoz, very good option. So we've got some decent bench players. Arnau Martinez, very good young player. I actually exchanged him with Girona. I don't know why it doesn't say exchange, but they made me the offer. They exchanged him for me with Yozabed, which makes no sense because he's 31. I don't know why. It says free transfer. It wasn't a free transfer. I don't understand that. Anyway, they offered for him. So I thought, do you know what? But yeah, I think exchanges are a bit messed up on the history screen. Anyway, Arnau Martinez as well on the bench. Javi Martinez, the backup left back. I'm trying to have a decent left backs and decent full backs. And Cristo Romero's just come back from a loan at Sociedad B. He didn't play extremely well. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to loan him out. I don't think he's going to make it, but we'll see. And then yeah, got a few youngsters, I suppose. But it's all about the minute, just fleshing out the squad a little bit with good options off the bench. And I don't want to bring in too many players to upset the dynamic screen because this is massively important, by the way, if you've just been promoted. Have a look at this screen because it is massively important. I would say especially this bit, the left-hand side, the team cohesion. If you're struggling a little bit, go into your training and obviously obviously you'll be in the midweek, but I'm at the end of the week, but I'm just going to show you what I do. Not here, but you can go into match preparation, you go in teamwork. What you can do there are some very good things. Training calendar. If you want to click on it, left click, and then you go on match prep, teamwork. It says here, team cohesion greatly increased. Now you can do extracurricular activities like this, but that's only slightly increased. Team bonding is increased, so you want team bonding over community outreach, but on this one, what you want is teamwork. Teamwork's the best one for it. It's greatly increased the team cohesion. It will also increase your familiarity of your tactic, which is also a massive thing that people don't like to focus on, or don't know about it, or don't think it's important. It's massive. Now you can see these bars here. I go on about this a lot. I'm going to go on about it a little bit again. These bars are one of the most important things in FM. Now you might not have even seen them because you'll be on this screen, right? Now I don't like this screen, simply because I can't see this one. And this is massively important. Now, Truffert has just come in, so he's lacking a little bit. He's not up to speed. He will be. I've gone straight in and I've made him learn the position he will be playing for us. He will be playing as a wing-back support right there. So he's doing that. So over the course of pre-season, those bars there will increase. It will be helped by the teamwork I just showed you, but it will also help me by playing games and just general being at the club. The same with Bodat. Obviously, the new signings have got lower bars. And if you hover over them, you can see what they... So this guy, obviously, at his old club, he was playing on positive because his mentality is nearly full. He obviously was playing at a decent sort of pressing situation because his trigger press is quite the same. But obviously, his other team, Standard Liège, was playing at a different tempo, different width. And he was probably playing at a different role and duty as it shows there. So yeah, I could probably, if he played as a goalkeeper, I could probably change that as a short term. And look, it goes bang. And he obviously was playing as a goalkeeper. So you can get short-term familiarity increases if you want to do that to appease it. But I'm in pre-season, so I want to do what I want to do. And sweeper keeper is what I like to use. So yeah, that's just a quick one on this. Try and get these as high as you can. Playing games, playing friendlies. Train them in the position they will be playing for you. This guy is changing, so change the tactic halfway through the season. Make sure you keep up to date with that. So he's going to play central midfield attack in your tactic. He needs to be in a central midfield attack there. You can also then do something a bit different with the additional focus if he's got like a downside that you want to address. But yeah, that's what I would do. Again, like Quintana, defensive midfield, defend. They're all on what I want them to be on. The role that they're going to play on. La Rubia is an inside forward support. That's what he's going to be playing as. I will be changing that. But yeah, that's what I would do on sort of in them terms. There's not much left of the video I wanted to talk about. Just a few of the players that I'd look at, how to manage your budget. So I did end up selling Brandon Thomas for 1.5. He just wasn't going to get any games, and 1.5 million is fantastic for us. We've only spent, what, 2.3, but really 1.3 because Bodart, the other extra million, is coming out over the next 3 years. So yeah, like we've brought in, what, 4 players for like 1.3 million. Obviously ignore him, he's a youngster. 4 players in for 1.3 million, and we've brought in 1.5, and we've only got rid of 1 player. So loans are your best friend. I'm going to put another end bit of this video in, and what it's going to be is it's going to be looking at free agents and how best to look at those and how best to which ones to target. So the last little bit of the video, which is coming up next, will be the expired contract people, if that's what you want to call them. So yeah, I'm back in a second, guys. Right, guys, we're back with the free agents, and the best thing I think to do is, if you go into here, obviously I've got a few things set up, I just untick them, so it's easier than adding condition and getting rid of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this, change it to 30, because I don't mind a 30-year-old in La Liga, just some good mental stats. And then I'm going to obviously contract expired. You guys all know all that anyway, but I'm just showing you what I've got set up, so if you want to copy, but it's nothing in this video really is anything like inventing the wheel or anything massively innovative, but it's just showing you what I do, and I usually do quite well on FM. So yeah, make sure you budget well, and that's basically what the video is about. Is budgeting well, making sure you don't get too many players in too many positions, outlining exactly what you need by picking the team at the start, like I showed you at the start of the video, with like putting players that you think are going to be good enough. If you're not sure if they're good enough, you can obviously send me a Twitter DM, you can go in the Discord, we've got a Discord, the links are down below, my Twitter, anything you want in the comment section. It's up to you. You can find me somewhere. I'm very active. But yeah, the free agents, obviously no one's interested in Dembele, which I found interesting. So what I did is I just put him on my shortlist, because if he's not got a club in 2 or 3 seasons, 2 or 3 months, there's a slight chance I might be able to get him. Obviously it'll cost a lot, but if I can get him, it'd be fantastic. Even if he's on 30-40k a week, just the simple fact that the sell-on value from him, I'll be able to get 40 million easily. So yeah, I'm just keeping him there. There's no harm with shortlisting players and finding out what their whereabouts and what they're doing. Obviously, you need to keep under your wage budget as well. So this is what I do: is I just keep having a quick look, like I did before on the front transfer listed players. I just keep having a look down. Obviously, he's got a transferred, a future agreed transfer. Keep going down. If there's anybody that you don't know, make sure you have a look. For example, I know Poyan Paulo. He's just not very fast, right? Not very physically good. Yeah. So no, see, he might look to some people good enough. This guy, he might do. But 10 technique, 10 first touch in the midfield in La Liga with 10 agility. Nah, don't do it. You know, you want sell on. You want sell on value as well. So, nope, don't need Robbie Brady. Nah. Jordan Lukaku will want too much money. He's also got a bit of a problem with injuries, I think. Pretty sure. But yeah, if we keep going down and down and down here, there'll be some decent players, I'm sure. Pedrinho could be a good one. Yeah, he's a decent player. You could get him. He'd be fine in a top division. He's the sort of player you need to be looking at. Look at all the mental stats again. He's good everywhere else, to be honest, but the mental stats are really impressive. To the point where I might even trial him, to be honest. I just want to see what his wages are, because what happens is, as well, this is another little trick. I don't know if it's still the thing, still a case, but it used to be. If you trial players, their wage demand's lower or they drop. I don't know if that's still a thing, but it always has been for the longest time. So make sure you try that. This guy as well might look to some people good enough. He's not. 12 technique, 11 dribbling as an attacking player. Nah, stay away. Yemerson, he'd be good. He'd be very good, in fact. I think he's from Monaco, is it? Yeah, so obviously he went back to Corinthians, went to Metz. Looks like his career took a little bit of a turn, but 15 tackling, 14 marking, very good physicals, very good mentals for a free agent. He'd be good enough for a top tier team. Just want to see what he wants, to be honest. 20k, yeah, it's too much. It's too much for me. If you, like I say, if you've been promoted to the Premier League and you've got a bigger budget, so you're a bigger club, you might do that. But yeah, I'm just going to trial him, see what because I'm also looking for selling value, right? If he comes in, I might be able to get 7.58 million for him into the season. It'll only be 30. You've got to think about selling value as well. Yeah, not interested in him. Not interested in him. Mbuli used to be good on FM. He's not anymore, clearly. Marc-Oliver Kempf. I think he's from Stuttgart, right? Yeah. He's a good centre back you can look at if you've just been promoted, or even if you're not, if you're a smaller team in the top division. Good jumping, good strength, just good everything. Mentals, he can play the ball out. He's just a good player. I think he'll want too much for me, too much wages. We'll see. I'm not in a massive rush for a centre back. I've got a few. I think he'll want more than 10. He's not really telling me. I'll tell you what, we'll just go to 17 and I'll go like that. Okay, so he'd accept 17, so I think he might want less than 17. And that's good. That's good. I'm going to try and trial him. If I can get him in again, he's sell on value, right? Yeah, that's what you're looking for. John Joe Kenny, don't need a right back, but again, I might just give him a trial, see what he wants. Again, sell on value. And Mahamadou Loom, sorry. He's probably not good enough. I don't think I'm going to get him, but I'm going to bring him on trial to see what his wages are. If he's really low wages, like 3 or 4K, I might just pick him up as a nice backup. But yeah, you just look after your wages. Look after your wages. Like, really look at players and think, are they worth the wages I'm paying? You know, you don't want to be going over wages and then at the start of the season you've got like one left winger or no centre midfielders. You know what I mean? Like, you need to be able to cover injury crises. That's what it's about when you get promoted. Stogar's decent, but again, 10 marking, 11 tackling in midfield, 10 pace. It's likely going to get bypassed quite quickly. You want players that are going to make life really hard for the opposition, right? Cedric, that's the winger, right? Yeah, don't need him. Just have a look around. Just have a look around. Just, if you don't know that many players, make sure you check them all. Again, the more time you put into this concept, the more you'll get out of it, and the more points, because the better players you'll find, because the more you're searching, right? Ljajic, he used to be good, didn't he? He's not anymore. Yeah, he's nowhere near good enough. Yeah, just look around. Keep looking. I'll be doing this for a good while. Just have a look. There's nothing really that you can... obviously, it takes time, but if you're really into your save, then why not? Locadia, people might sign him. 11 composure puts me off straight away. 10 dribbling. His physicals are all right, but yeah, I imagine he'd likely want a decent wage. Just, yeah, don't sign players like that. They've got no sell-on value. He doesn't want that much, but it'll be a lot for me. So yeah, just like I said, keep looking, keep questioning, keep being very choosy on who you pick. Make sure you trial a few players. Make sure you scout a lot of players. Get as much opinions as you can. Sandler's not bad. He's not bad at all as a backup. Maybe even a starter. He's American though, so I've got to look out. Is he half Dutch though? I think he's half Dutch. He is, because he came from Ajax. Yeah, he did. That's my weird footballing knowledge coming to the fore as well. So 22 grand, yes. So straight away, no. But if I trial him, maybe, you know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Bonatini, he's just meh. He's not going to sell on value. He's all right. Not really what you need. You need someone that's going to affect a game a little bit more than him. But yeah, there's not much. Like I said, I wasn't going to put anything like massively innovative in the video. He's just doing the basics right when you go up a division, I think. And in this video, hopefully you picked up some tips. If you haven't, that's fine. But if you have, I know a few people have in my Twitch stream that I when I do this at the end of every season, because that's what I do. I make sure I go and have a look. Luis Diaz, no, not good enough. There's a lot of these not good enough. I've searched it by, I've filtered it by world rep as well, so the better players should go at the top. But yeah, make sure you go and search down the bottom, because you never know. You never know. I'll trial him. He's got good physicals. Again, if he wants less than my backup right back, you've always got to be looking at, can you improve on quality on less wages? If you can, always do it. If you can improve on quality on higher wages, ask yourself, is it worth it? Is your fullback that starts really good? Is it worth the upgrade on the backup? Probably not. Like, don't make transfers for transfer's sake, you know? Really, really ask yourself, do I need this player? And make the decision based on that. Like I said, if you need any advice or like Lewis, I don't know, I'm looking at this guy as a potential central midfielder for my team that's just been promoted to the Premier League. Is he worth it? Give me the price, etc., etc., etc. I'll tell you if he's worth it, or in my opinion anyway. But I usually do quite well on my first season in the top division. With FC Andorra on stream, We got 2 successive promotions to La Liga, and then I finished, I think, 6th in the first division. So I do know what I'm talking about. It's one of the things in the world, on the earth, that I do know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, he's not good enough either. He might look it again. A lot of players on face value will look it, but if you take a deeper dive into him, 10 passing, 10 dribbling, physically quite weak, not be worth it. But a lot of people might look at that and think 14 finishing, 14 off the ball. Yeah, I'll get him. Don't do it, because it'll take up the wage budget that you need. So yeah, just I might come back to I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna do a little bit extra on this video. It's gonna be like my finished team. And the last part of this video is going to be the finished team that I take into the first game in La Liga. So just hold on for a couple more minutes. I know this video is going to be a bit longer than I thought, but it's a quite important pre-season in terms of your whole FM save. So yeah, the last little couple of minutes of the video is going to be about the final team, the like how I've done it, who's going to be backups, etc. So we're going to cover every single sort of injury crisis, etc. And hopefully we should have more money to spend at the end than what we did at the start, because that's another good thing to do, right? If you can upgrade, like I said, at no cost or low cost, always do that and sell players that you've got. Don't be attached to players. Sell them if you can. And yeah, so I'll be back in a second. Right, guys, welcome back to the last part of the video, and we have made a few more signings. Obviously, a few more loans, as you can see. We've got Brian Adoy. He can play either wing. I'll retrain him to play left wing as well. He can play either wing. He can play up front if you want. He's tricky. He's got pace. He's again a loan. Had any money? Just good cover. If not, he can start if he performs well when he plays. Martin Neto from Benfica. Now, I initially got him on loan to play central midfield, obviously, right? And then, out of nowhere, Pedrinho accepted our offer. I have given him a bit more than usual, 20k. I mean, it's the lowest I could get him on. And he's 29, but he's 4-star ability. And in central midfield, it's a massively, massively important position. So I'll probably resell him. It was free. I'll resell him at the end of the season. If he has a good season, maybe 10 million, maybe 8 million. But either way, at the very least, we get 6 or 7 million. And yeah, he could play anywhere really in the midfield roles. He's got some good traits. He could take free kicks. He could take corners if we want him to. He's just a very good player. So we added him in. Who else have we brought in? We have brought in Thomas Arroyo. He has got very good, again, very all-rounded. That's the players you're looking for. Very, very all-rounded players. A model citizen as well, which made me go for him over some others. He's good to have around the place with his personality. So that's Araujo. Who else have we got in? We have in, I think that might be it, actually, you know. Yeah, at the minute, we're also getting Yemerson, the guy I spoke about earlier. As soon as I put an offer in, all these guys came in. So I imagine he goes to Nice or even Blackburn. I don't know if they've been promoted. Maybe they have. No, they haven't. So maybe he joins us, but I think Nice is the one he's going to go for. But yeah, his wage demands came down like I thought they would when he came on loan. I don't think we'll get him. If we do, fantastic. And it's fine. And that's probably the last signing, Emerson. Oh, no, actually it's not. We've also got another striker potentially coming in. Ignore all these ones. These are staff anyway, but ignore. I think my choice is going to be between Satriano as a striker and Pellegrini. And Pellegrini's 1.3 million for a permanent transfer, and he's more my type of player. Big, deep line forward that I want. Chances are he accepts probably Hitafe or someone else, but if we can get him, I'll be very, very happy with Pellegrini. He does want a minimum field release clause, like a limited one. So I think it's like 10 million. So if we do get him, he'll probably leave soon after. But for the duration we have him, it'd be fantastic. If we don't get him, Satriano's in the wings waiting, and he can be the other striker, 6'2", very physical, etc. So it's one of those two to finish the seats, to finish the squad up. So that's the end of the video, basically, guys. I just wanted to show you how I went about it. Our squad is infinitely better, massively better, and really we've only spent what 600, like 3 million tops, and we brought in 3.9 million over the course of. We've now got 5.25 million transfer budgets. We've actually got more than needed. I could even go back in for another player, maybe a £5 million player, and go for like a, I don't know, a top class winger or something. I don't know yet, but But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I think these guys are not going to get any sort of contracts from me out. These four and these two. These two and these two. Probably not going to get contracts from me. I'm going to terminate their trials, I think. But yeah, that's how I do it. I've got one player for every position now, at least. Some might have to even sell a few players. But yeah, make sure you've got enough players in each position. These are the key factors. Just don't overlook it. Don't rush through. Take your time. Look from loan players to start with. Look for transfer listed players, expiring contracts. Ask yourself, are they good enough? Check their mental stats. They're the best ones you can get. And I hope after using this video, the little things that are in it, let me know how your season goes. And it should be better. The last little note is the season preview. We've actually increased our odds. So now we're at 450 to 1. Usually when I go up in the top division, we're down here, so it's even better. So I reckon we're going to finish around top 8, I think. I think that's what I want. Top 8 would be really nice. Obviously, if we could sneak into the conference. I don't know where it is. But if we could sneak into the I don't know, why is it saying that La Liga hasn't got any sort of Europe? It will have. I don't know why that's doing that. Wait, this can't be happening. Surely not. What? Wait. I've got to check, guys, really quick. Qualification places. Why is it all gone bugged? It's all bugged. Something's bugged. Why is Kazakhstan at the top? Why have Kazakhstan got 4 Champions League spots? What? What's going on? Something's bugged. It's reset the coefficients. Something's gone wrong. So Real Madrid don't have Champions League this year? Sorry, Barcelona, because Real Madrid obviously finished. Okay, that's a massive bug. Don't know what I'm going to do about that. It doesn't matter anyway. For the purpose of the video, it's fine what I've done. Everything's fine. But just a side note there that my save might be bugged. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Ignore that part. I'll figure it out. But yeah, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, guys. And until next time, thank you for watching. Goodbye.